Hey, how's it going, guys? I've got the ALLDOCUBE iPlay 50 Mini NFE version here. Now, this one is about a year old, but the reason why I'm checking this out is because it goes, or I picked it up for about $135 for the 256GB version here, and the 128GB version is about $120 after promotions when it goes on sale. So this might be worthwhile checking out, and it might be worth picking up. I don't think it's obsolete based on looking at the iPlay Mini 60 and what you guys have said. And also, Reddit has recommended this in the past year. I mean, take Reddit how you will, how their political views, whatever it is, but when it comes to recommendations, I think they're on point, and I'm hoping it's the same thing here. Also, this one does have 4G LTE, Bluetooth 5.2. This is a pretty simple packaging right here. And you got the tablet itself, and then underneath that we got a user guide, a USB-C to USB-A cable, as well as the wall outlet. And here are some specs of the wall outlet. Almost forgot about this one, but there is a SIM pin to get to the microSD card and SIM slot, which is on the left side of the tablet, and it looks just like this. And what else is nice on this version is that there's a 3.5mm headphone jack. The new one does not have it, unfortunately. It's kind of in a weird location, I'd say, too, like the corner, but at least there is one. Got the USB port on top. On the right side, there's the power button, volume keys, and then one speaker grill on the bottom here. Wonder how that's going to be. Then on the back, we got the rear camera, and then the front camera on top here. And unfortunately, there is no screen protector that comes pre-installed on this. Out of the box, there's a ton of storage space here. 241 gigs out of 256, so that's really nice. And it doesn't really have that much bloatware out of the box. Over here I downloaded some games and everything, so these don't come with it on top here. So nonetheless, and it's running on Android 13 here. That's the latest version that I'm getting here. I'm not sure if it's going to upgrade to 14 eventually or not, but either way, the show must go on. And it's only just starting to get slightly... You can watch videos at Full HD 1080p on Netflix, YouTube, and other streaming platforms. Because this has a Widevine security of L1, the screen is 1920 by 1200 Full HD. Full HD Plus is what you can say. It's fully laminated. It's 320 nits of brightness, so that's not enough to use outside in sunlight. That's just about the average. I think the average laptop, if it's about 300 nits. And I know I said laptop. I don't remember exactly what tablets nits are. It depends on the price point, right? But nonetheless, it's okay. It's decent in terms of brightness. The one downside is that speaker. It just sounds kind of tinny, just emitting from one side. Not immersive or anything. That's probably the low point of this tablet, I would say. The specs on here are okay. Performance is really what's going to matter in terms of how well this plays video games. But doing basic tasks, I haven't noticed any issues whatsoever. There is a split screen function, but you can't pop this open by itself, so it can only split left to right. But not everything is supported. Some apps weren't. When I was checking, I think this one is. Yep, that's good. Split left and then split right. And then the benchmarks here, it got some pretty, I would say, low scores. 707 was a single core, and then 1853 was a multi-core score. So nothing special there. But again, not bad for doing basic things. I haven't really noticed any issues or lag, really. Everything's performing pretty well. As well as the battery life. It seems to be pretty good on here. And it does preserve it pretty well overnight. Not as well as Apple iPhones or iPads, but you get the point. So first game here is this All-Star game. I'm not exactly sure what the name is, but it's running pretty well so far. Maybe it's well optimized for low-end devices. Yeah, no lag whatsoever. Next game here is RuneScape, and here are what the settings are. They're set to the minimum. And yeah, I kept it at 35 FPS just to see how well it performs, because sometimes 35 might be smoother than 60. And I say that because it might not get consistent 60 FPS or anywhere near that, so it's more noticeable. Yeah, so this is performing pretty smoothly. A little slower than 60, which is to be expected, or it feels a little bit slower because it's not 60 FPS. But if I were to change it to 60, I think we might get to the 40s at certain points. But nonetheless, I'd say this is playable. Doesn't really affect game performance because it's not a fast-paced game where, you know, you're doing a lot of stuff like FPS games. You don't need a fast reflex time or anything like that. Yeah, this feels smooth. Oh, look at that. In the 60s, 50s. I was wrong. Yeah, so this is performing better than expected. Let's keep going. I gotta just say, I'm impressed at what you can get for $120 these days. This is an 8.4-inch Full HD Plus tablet that has Widevine L1 to be able to watch videos on streaming platforms at Full HD. This was not a common thing just a few years back, honestly. And then you can also play some games on here without much lag. Some simple games to 3D games that you're seeing here. So yeah, things are getting better, and this isn't obsolete just because it came out in 2023. But let me know what you guys think. Oh, and one other thing is that it hasn't gotten really too hot to the touch or anything, so it does have a pretty good heatsink or cooler, whatever you want to call it. And I can grip this easily in one hand. That's the one other benefit of being like an 8.4-inch screen or device. The bezels aren't too thick on top or bottom. On the sides, they're a little bit thicker, but I can accept that because it's easy to grip this then, or, you know, hold it on the sides. But if you're looking for something even cheaper than this, there's the ALLDOCUBE iPlay Mini Non-Pro Edition NFE that goes for, oh, it says $89.99, but it was just saying $79. Oh, yeah, there's a coupon here. So $80 for this thing. And it's basically the same thing with, you know, less specs. If you really just want something to watch videos in Full HD, this seems like a great choice. But if you do want to see a review on this, let me know, because I'm actually kind of interested in checking it out and seeing how good this is and really how much we can get out of it. I'm not expecting too much, but again, I mean, for $80, wow, this is pretty cool to be able to just get a tablet to only play videos. Well, anyways, that's enough rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I like this tablet overall. I like what ALLDOCUBE is doing here. They're making affordable tablets on here. And by the way, I'm not sponsored. I didn't get this for free. I bought this with my own money. I'm just giving my own personal opinion, and I think they did a pretty good job for an off-branded device. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.